Following washing with hoses, a clay slurry would form that required, transferring from the pit bottom to the refinery. Under the force of gravity, the clay slurry flowed to the lowest point of the pit. It then drained into a vertical shaft called the rise, which was fitted with a square pipe called a buttonhole launder. The buttonhole launder had holes drilled into it at various heights and was used to control the flow of slurry into the shaft. The clay slurry would end up in the deep underground channel called the level. The slurry was then pumped out of the pit with a plunger pump and flowed into the refining stages. Plunger pumps required power, and in the early days of the industry this could be achieved in two ways. In the early 19th century, water wheels were a common method for powering pumps. At Wheel Martin, the 35-foot wheel was used to pump slurry out of the pit. The second method for powering pumps utilised steam-powered beam engines. The Gulm engine was part of the Gulm Works, which now form our main museum building. The engine was installed in 1878, and this photo from 1900 shows how the area looked at the time. Beam engines were once a common sight in clay country. Many of the engines were traded with the tin mines. The cast iron beams that transmitted the power from the steam engine to the pump could weigh as much as 15 tons. In this clip we can see the plunger pump at work, forcing clay slurry up the shaft. From 1880 onwards, pipelines became a popular way to transport clay slurry off-site for refining. Today, almost all the clay works, including Wheel Martin, are connected by pipelines. Electric pumps eventually replaced steam and water-powered pumps from the 1920s onwards.